What's going on, guys? In this video I want to talk about footwork because I put up a community post a few weeks ago, and that was something that got some high votes, was you guys asking for help with footwork. Another thing on a different post that got a lot of votes was speed and agility. When I was being taught Muay Thai, we didn't spend a lot of time on like speed and agility. We did a lot with footwork, and the Thai style is a very methodical, slow march, and you're taught, of course, how to move in a very basic way, right? In a way that benefits the type of strikes that we use in Muay Thai. As far as having fast feet or speed and agility in our movement, you know, we do a lot of jumping rope. And that is a great benefit when it comes to that kind of stuff. But plyometrics in general are of great benefit for that. And I'm gonna do a whole nother video on the benefits of plyometrics for not just Muay Thai or kickboxing, but boxing as well. Plyometrics are huge, but like quick plyometrics where your feet don't come off the ground for more than like a half of a second, like jumping rope and ladder drills and stuff like that. So on the subject of ladder drills, this is something I discovered, I think 5 or 8 years ago, and it's meant for like agility training. They use it in boot camps. They even had like classes. It's called a penalty box. But when I first discovered it, I realized this is perfect for footwork drills. And so I adopted it to train my clients and my students. Now, the reason this is so beneficial for your footwork training in Muay Thai or kickboxing is because what people end up doing when they start striking, every student I've ever had does this weird thing where they get into this like what we call a skateboard stance, right? You're like on a skateboard, or they do this karate thing, traditional martial arts kind of stance where they're bladed, two-bladed, right? And it's just this instinct that people have for some reason. When they start throwing kicks, they swing their leg all the way back like this, and they're like this, and it happens so much. When I start teaching people how to get into their stance, we stand shoulder width apart. You take one step back, right? And I always tell them you need to have your knees this far apart, always. And then we march. And that's our movement. Somehow they always drift onto this line. And I always tell them that I need to be able to roll a ball between your feet if I'm standing in front of you. If they still struggle, this is what I use. Again, here, I step back. There's my stance. We march. And then it's very easy from here to figure out your footwork. If you want to go forward, step forward, right? Step back, left, right, right, left, back. The reason that's great is the mistakes that are made is that people step and then they don't bring this foot with them, especially when they start punching. They punch and then they stay in this wider stance. So their stance just changed. It's wider than it's supposed to be. If your lead foot goes 3 inches, back foot goes 3 inches. We always have to find our way home. This is home, right? So you have to learn to bring your feet with you. Even when you pivot. So something like this really helps with that, right? And then you add punches. And we just build them up from there. As far as pivoting, that comes later. When you come back here, step, we teach them to pivot, right? Pivot, and so forth. So this penalty box or this type of tool is tremendous for your footwork. So let's be clear about something. I'm not paid by these guys. I don't make anything from this, and that's a shame. I would love to get a little love for the products that I show, but I show them to you for your benefit. But let's talk about this penalty box. Fortunately, when I discovered how valuable these penalty boxes are, I bought a bunch of them back in the day when they came out, when I first discovered them. I think it was like 6 or 8 years ago, probably by now, okay? The reason I bring this up is because I don't know if they make these anymore. I tried to go online to find a link for you guys and I couldn't find them anywhere. Amazon doesn't have them available. And I saw a few websites, but they weren't in English. And I saw some on eBay. So I don't know if they make them anymore. But search around, you might be better at that than me and you might find them. If not, what we used to do is just put like tape on the floor. I did that a lot when I was coming up in first training. We just did tape on the floor. Now I did discover that Title Boxing has something called an agility box, and it's even bigger. Actually, when I found it, I was pretty impressed. I think I'm gonna order a few of those. So take a look at that, and that could be a substitute for the penalty box. So like I said a minute ago, you can always just throw tape down. That's what we used to do. We'd get like colored tape. Like I used to use like yellow tape and just put it right on the floor and make this shape. Sometimes I would just make a cross like this. So the second part of this video, I want to talk about how you can use this for speed and agility. And this is a tremendous tool. I was just using it yesterday for my cardio and for my footwork as far as speeding up my feet. When people start training, sometimes people at an intermediate level, they haven't quite developed quick feet. So a lot of people have lead feet. You know, they're banging, boom, boom, and they can't really move their feet, and they're very labored. In Muay Thai, part of learning the march is learning to be light on your feet so your kicks can fire, right? So your hands can fire. Unfortunately, a lot of people who have not moved that way, they don't stand on the balls of their feet, on their toes. It should be toe to heel. But people step like this, or they flatten their feet and stomp like this, or they just root themselves. Bang, bang, right? And they just have heavy feet and they don't know how to really move with light feet. The way to develop quick feet or light feet is speed drills. Speed and agility drills on agility equipment like agility ladders or a box like this. Again, like quick step plyometrics, right? So some of the drills are here, right? You do 30 seconds, maybe 8 intervals, maybe a minute, work your way up to a minute, right? Bring your head up like this. Keep your head the same height and make your feet really fast, right? And then here, you can create a lot of different drills to get quick feet. More on the plyometric side, just jumping in and out, right? Jumping jacks are tremendous in the box. Then you can add other things to it. Okay? Some of these. So guys, look to implement this type of accessory training. I don't consider it an addition to my martial arts training. I consider it a necessity for my martial arts training. I do these things because it directly benefits my martial arts. So consider adding stuff like this to your training. Again, it only takes a few minutes. You could do 5, 10, 15 minutes before, after a workout session, a lift session, or even before, after class. These accessory training modalities can only increase your skills. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.